A very wonderful good morning, dear students. Children, today we are going to revise this chapter with the help of flowchart. So, which chapter, children, we are going to revise? Chapter number 7, Market Around Us. Is that clear? So, children, come on quickly, everyone, open your book and be ready. So, children, today with the help of flowchart, first we will discuss, okay, all the content, and then we will be discussing all the objective type question, all short answers and all long answers. Okay. So, children, now tell me first what is market? A market is a place, right, where buyers and sellers they meet and they exchange goods and services. For what? For money, right? And in return we give them money. So there is an exchange of goods and services, and in return we give them the money for that goods, or if they are providing any services to us, for example doctors, right? Then whereas you can get, children, for example if you book the hotels, right, there also they provide services. Then whereas then teachers, you can say, then police, what they are providing, they are providing services to us, right? So children, and we have also studied different kinds of market, right? So some shops, local shops, then hawkers or vendors, weekly market, shopping complex or malls, then through online shoppings, right? So these were the different kinds of market, right? So children, just wait, I will show you the one flow chart also. So that flow chart, children, you have to write on on right hand side on a white page. Okay, and children, please present this flow chart very beautifully. Is that clear? Very neatly. You have to write everything and even color this flow chart also. And after that, on the next page, children, you write the sum up, which is given in your book, but you will give the heading important points to remember. So write that also. And then after that, you start writing all the book exercises questions. So even objective question you will write in your fair notebook also, as well as in your book also. And remaining questions, short and long answer, you write in your fair notebook, in your classwork copy. Okay, children? So children, just wait. I'm sharing the screen. Yes. See. Okay, can you see the flow chart, children? See, right? So here under market around us, first we have studied about importance of market, right? So under that we have seen how was the traditional market, right? Mostly the traditional market, जो पहले की market होती थी, they focuses on डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज एंड दे आर मैक्सिमाइजिंग प्रॉफिट. पहले के लोग ज्यादा प्रॉफिट पे ज्यादा ध्यान कर देते थे, राइट? व्हाट द कस्टमर नीड, व्हाट इज देयर डिजायर, व्हाट इज दे ओके व्हाट एग्जैक्टली दे वांट, उससे उनको कोई फिक्र नहीं थी, राइट? द नीड्स एंड वांट ऑफ कस्टमर वेर नॉट स्टडीड और टेकन इनटू अकाउंट इन ट्रेडिशनल मार्केट. बट in modern children market, now the concept is differ, right, from traditional. Now sensing, servicing and satisfying the needs and wants of customer in more effective manner is very much a part of modern concept of marketing. Okay, so their main important point of modern marketing is their what they want. They mostly see what the customer need, what is their satisfaction. So this is the key point of modern marketing. Is that clear? So traditional market is totally different from modern concept of marketing, right? So we have seen. Then in importance of market, children, marketing establishes a link between the producer. So children, we have seen a chain of market, right? How the goods is distributed, right? From the producer it is given to then wholesaler again he puts some margin right in it, he distribute to traders. Okay, that means to retailers, small retailers, and from retailer all the it is distributed to consumers, right? That means we purchase the good, we consume it, that means we use it, right? So children, but they have to take care two important barriers of trade, that means obstacle, namely the time between the place of production and the place of consumption. That means when this product is produced, where it is produced, and how much time it is going to take, okay, for the consuming. So that they have to see, because the time lag between the production and consumption. So that one examples also we have taken, that what will happen the farmer has to travel for days, right, to sell its perishable, okay, perishable goods, children, I have, which is not going to stay for a longer time, right, which is going to spoil quickly within a day, okay, for example vegetables or any milk product, okay. So some perishable products which can be damaged or spoiled easily within a day. So if we will take so much time to travel, so उनके goods वैसे ही रहेंगे, no, right? So that has to be sold quickly. Now, and market is not about selling things alone. It involves many other activities, such as identifying buyers who wants to buy this product, then what they want, what is their preference, then how you are going to make ready the consumer to buy the product, right? Then how you are going to deal, okay? Then what kind of delivery, mode of delivery, then payment, how you are going to provide, and what are the after sale services you are going to give. So all this we have studied under importance of market, right? Now come to benefits of marketing. So benefits of marketing also, children, we have seen that it improves, first point, that it improves standards of living. Then it treat the consumer, or you can say customer, as a king, right? So they play an important role, right? So that is as the most important person, the customer, they are the most important person, we should treat them as a king always, right? Then it also generate employment in the production and distribution sector. Then it also helps in developing economic resources of the country. And there are many more points, children, right, which we have discussed under benefits of marketing, right? Now come to channels of distribution. So children, channels of distribution, so channels of distribution, they are of two types, right? So they were grouped into two broad categories. One is direct channel and other one is indirect channels. So what is direct channel, children? When there is no middleman present, right, between the producer and the consumer. So when the producer sell their goods directly to the consumer, so it is an examples of direct channel. And what is the difference between indirect channel, children? Where the middleman is involved. That means when the producer sell their goods to consumer through a middleman, it is an example of indirect channel. Understood? And in direct channel, we have seen about there can be two types of direct channel. One was traveling salesperson. Through traveling salesperson also you can distribute, okay, that means the product is given to them and that person will come to us, right? So that is traveling salesperson. Or through retail shops or showroom, that means through shops or through showrooms we can go directly and we can purchase the good from there and we can consume it, right? Then next is indirect channel. Indirect channel also, children, there are four types of indirect channel. One is retailer, where, right, so there is no role played by the wholesaler. The producer will supply the goods to retailer, so there is no involvement of wholesaler. Next is wholesaler, right? Here the producer supply goods in bulk, that means in more quantity, in large quantity he will supply to wholesaler, right? So who in turn will directly sell this good in small quantities, okay, in small number he will give to different ultimate consumers. So in this there is no retailer involved. Then there is wholesaler and retail. So that means first the producer he will supply his goods to wholesaler. So wholesaler then he will give to retailers. Then after that retailer will sell these goods to consumer. Understood? Then come to agent, wholesaler and retailer. Right? So your agent is also added. So what, first producer or manufacturer they will supply goods to agent. Agent will supply goods to wholesaler. Wholesaler will again he will put some margin price and he will supply to retailer. So what retailer will do? He will write some margin price, and then he will sell to consumers. Understood? So you have understood how the process is there of indirect channel. I hope now everything is clear about channels of distribution. Now come to types of trade. So children, we have seen that buying and selling of goods within a country was called as internal trade, or you can say domestic trade, or you can also say foreign trade, right? That means trade within a country, that is called as internal trade. And if we will do the trade of from amongst with the outside country, if we are trading, that means other, if we are trading with other country, that is called as international trade, right? But in mostly we will discuss only about the domestic trade, right children? And it include two forms of marketing, that was wholesale marketing and retail marketing. That means wholesaler trade, they refers to buying of goods in bulk from the manufacturer or the producer or through agent, and they sell there to retailers, right, and industrial user in small quantities. And even the wholesaler children, they act as a two-way channel between the producer also and the retailers also, right? And in retail marketing, what we have seen, that retail trade refers to buying of goods from wholesalers or manufacturers and selling them directly to the consumers, right? And retailer may at times children, they can extend credit facilities to the customers also. For example, in case of television, washing machine, and many other such items, right? And the last topic in which is there in your book, that we have discussed about fixed versus flexible pricing. From the name only you can understand children very clearly. Fixed means what? That means the price which can't be changed, that is fixed. Okay, if you will go to purchase anything, okay, for example any dress, any pen, or anything from any shops, so there will be written a fixed price. That means they are not going, if you will bargain also, then also their price is not going to be changed. They will simply say us, if you want to purchase, you purchase, otherwise you can go from you, right? That means they are not going to change, the price is fixed. And what do you mean by flexible pricing? That means where you can bargain, okay, and after bargaining the price is fixed, right? So those who are having the qualities of bargaining, they can get the product in less price as compared, right, to those who don't know to buy how to bargain. So everyone at least should have a bargaining power, because they many times the retailers or wholesaler, they try to cheat us, right? They tell us the more price of the product, right? So it's a little bit where we can bargain, so we can bargain, right? So this is all about the chapter which we have studied, that was market around us. So children, I hope now if all the content, all the topic, everything is clear. Now come on, let's proceed to our MCQs, questions, all short and long answers. See, now first we will discuss the MCQ, that means take the correct answer, right children? So can you see? Now see, what is the first question children? According to the modern concept of marketing, come on, tell me, dash is the key to success. So children, yes, what is in modern concept, what is most important, right? What is the most customer satisfaction, buying, profit, or what? Come on, selling. What is important? That is customer satisfaction is very important in it, it is the key of success. Then second children, marketing establishes a link between the producer and consumer through what? So your answer will be children, traders, okay? So marketing, they establishes a link, there is a contact that is between the producer and consumer through the traders, right? Now, so your answer will be C. Third one, buying and selling of goods and service within a country is called dash trade. So children, we have seen within a country your word is used, right? So what is that? It means international trade, straight trade, region trade, or internal trade. So what will be your correct answer? That is internal trade. Understood? So your answer is D1. Fourth one, people engaged in dash trade are called retailers. Okay, So wholesaler, they are called as retailer. No, retail trade are called as retailer, or door to door or internet. So children, in question only it is given. So the answer will be retail trade. Okay, those who are doing the retail trade, those, so they are called as retailers. Understood? So your answer will be B. Now next question, how is the modern concept of marketing different from the traditional concept? So children, in the first only, in the introduction part only, we have seen what was the difference between the traditional concept. Okay, so their customer satisfaction, they were not giving the much importance, right? But in modern concept of marketing, they were giving the most important, means they were giving importance to customer satisfaction. What is the desire of the customers, what the customer actually wants. So what you will write the correct answer. The modern concept of marketing first try to identify the needs and wants of the customers, right? That means what is the need and want, what the customer actually they want, and then they make effort to satisfy those, right? So according to it, children, that means the customer satisfaction is the key to success. So if they want success, if they want to make profit, they have to consider the customer satisfaction. So this was about modern concept. Now we will talk about traditional concept of marketing. So on the other hand, they focuses only on distributing goods and service and maximizing profit, right? How we will get the profit, they don't take the customer satisfaction, customer needs and wants. Now clear to all of you? So children, you can write by your own also. Okay. Now, second answer. Marketing is not about selling thing alone. Explain the statement. So, children, yes, that is true that marketing is not about selling thing alone. It involves various other activities as well as such as identifying buyers, persuading their preference. We have to see, then persuading to buy the product. Then we have to negotiating, means we have to deal with them. Okay, term of sale, then mode of delivery, how we are going to deliver a product to them, then what will the terms of payment, how you are going to pay that also, then how you are going to provide them service. Okay, when they are purchasing anything, what kind of services you are giving to them, and after that also what kind of service you can provide. Okay, some days you are giving that if that product is not good as according to you, or some fault is there, so there is a return, means you are giving some facilities to them that you can return this within 1 day, 2 day, or 7 days. Okay, that also it is, they all are considering. So understood. Now third question, how is your retailer different from wholesaler, children? Right. So simply, children, the retailers, they are engaged in retail trade. The producers supply goods directly to retailer, who in sell them to a consumers. So no wholesaler is involved here, right? Now producer goods supply goods in bulk. When the producer, they are supplying goods in bulk to the wholesaler, who then directly sell these goods in small quantities to their customers. No retailer is involved. Understood, children? Now this answer. Okay, now it's clear. Now we will discuss the long answer. Okay, now first long answer is, what is the importance of market? Okay, so children, what is the importance of market? So market, children, it is a place, right, where sellers and buyers, they meet and they exchange goods and services for money, right? And what you can write, children, and it also establishes a link between the producer and consumers through traders. So a market, they have to take care of two important barriers, means the obstacles, namely the distance between the place of production and the place of consumption, and the time lag between the production and consumption. Clear now? Now second answer we will discuss, what are the benefits of marketing. Okay, so children, there are many points. Okay, so it all improves the standard of living of people, letting the producers focus only on production activity, don't involve in other activity, then generating jobs in the production and distribution sector, then exploring the export market for goods, helping develop the economic resources of a country, trying to satisfy customer needs by designing product according to the demand of the market, then when generating revenue and aiding, that means helping in large scale production of goods in cost effective manners. So these are all the benefits of marketing. Understood? So there are many points given in your book, children, right? Now next, children, what question is there? Which question is there? Sorry. Explain any one type of distribution channel. So children, we have studied two types of distribution channels. One is direct channel, another one is indirect channel, right? So in your exam, it can be asked two types of direct channel also or one type of. So children, it's better you learn both, but in your copy, children, in your fair notebook, you have to write only one. Okay, so children, see, so we will discuss, there are two main channels of distribution, direct and indirect. When the producers sell their goods directly to consumer, children, it is an examples of direct channel. So have seen that is no role of middleman in direct channel, and middlemen have no role to play in this channel. So there can be two types of direct channels, children. The producer employed traveling salesperson. So this we are talking about direct channel. Understood, children? So they employed traveling salesperson to contact potential buyers. So who educate the customers about the special features of the product. So they talk that traveling salesperson, when they come to our door, they will talk that what is the special features of the product, what is the actual price, how to use it. So they tell us each and everything. Now next is under direct channel is the producer, they may set up retail shops or showrooms, and they can sell directly to the customers, right, to the consumer. And children, let's talk about indirect channel also, but you write only one if you want. When the producers sell their goods in consumer through middlemen, it is an indirect channel. So there are four types of indirect channel. A retailer, producer supply goods directly to retailer who in turn sell them to customer. So no wholesaler is involved, right? And wholesaler, producer, children, they supply goods directly to wholesaler in bulk, and they sell their goods in small quantity to customer. So here no retailer is involved. Wholesaler and retailer, so there is a connection between wholesaler and retailer. That means the producer, he will supply goods to wholesaler, so wholesaler, he will supply goods to retailer. So the retailer then sell these goods to customers. Understood? Then next, agent is involved, right? So the producer, he will supply goods in bulk to agent who sell these goods to wholesaler, then wholesaler will sell these goods to retailer, and then this retailer will sell these goods to consumer. Okay, very simple answer. Okay, but children, when I will give you the notes, okay, of this chapter, I will write both type of distribution channels. So it's better, children, because some student may find that direct channel is easy, some student may find that indirect channel is easy. So it's better, children, you write both the channel. Is that clear? Don't write only one. And I will also give you the answer key, I will give you the both. Okay, both the answers, both, that means answer is one, but the type, okay, both type I will provide you. Is that clear? Because in exam it can be asked anyway, either it can be asked one type also or two type also. So it's better you learn both and you write also both. Okay, so but children, first try to understand the answers, then it will become easy for you to learn. Once you will understand this chapter clearly, it will become very easy for you to write by your own also. So children, just wait. Yes, so children, I hope you have understood everything. Now, all the topic is clear to all of you, whatever we have discussed. Even with the help of flowchart, first we have discussed, and then with the help of all short, long answers also, we have discussed everything. Right? Now, children, I hope now it is become easy for you to learn. So, children, please understand first all the answers. Then you try to learn. Okay, So children, please write all the work which I have given in your school lab and complete that flow chart also, because some student I is not completing their work. I'm finding. So children, please complete your work. Draw flow chart as well as complete all the book exercises question. Goodbye children. Take care. Stay home, stay safe, and eat healthy food only. Is that clear? Goodbye children.